What is up, Clever Coop family? Oops, that's not how that's supposed to be. There we go. Oops, that's not how that's supposed to be. There we go. Boom, done. Now it's officially what my stream is supposed to look like. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday to you. It's so good to see you. It's been a spicy minute. Hello, it's been a long time. Gosh, I've missed this. I've missed this a lot. I feel like I always have the equipment to stream when I'm on the go, but never the time. And thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Did the light go out? No, it didn't. Is the lighting different and weird? Uh-oh. I'll deal with it later if that's the case, Shibugi Alarm Pants. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome, everybody, both new and old, to the stream. If you don't know me, I'm Damien. I'm a voice actor, Twitch streamer. You may also know me from the YouTube channel Smosh. I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, though this has been a busy month with a lot of travel, and it will continue to be that after about a week, because I'm headed to London for MCM Comic-Con, and I'm very excited. Welcome the quietest little bucket saying first stream and I'm already charmed. OMG, that's adorable, and I love that. Welcome, thank you. Let's see, is it more gray? Oh, yes. So I tried to put some stuff in my hair because it was getting way too blonde, and I was like, I'm gonna cancel it out with some blue, and it made it like a darker gray. It wasn't super on purpose, but I don't hate it, and it is what it is. So maybe that's what you're seeing. The hair looks darker. So it goes. But yeah, and that's also affected by green screen stuff, whatever. But anyway, that's what my hair is right now, and I'll fix it later with a professional and not just put stuff on my hair. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, there's a little like blue gray in it. But hi, good to see you. How's everybody doing? What's new? What's good? What's good? Oh, we got so many sub bombs rolling in today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. For anybody who's new here, I do read out sub bombs when they are gifted. I read out new subscribers as they roll in, resubscribers all at the end of the stream so it doesn't break up flow too much, and then tips as they roll in, though I do get a little bit behind because you don't have to do those things. While they are appreciated and I say thank you, you can hang out here for free. I still talk to the chat for free. So especially if you're a youngin' or if times are tough, please make sure you take care of yourself first. Always, always, always. But thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate it. And that is a lot of sub bombs, so I will read them out right now. Did you get to visit your sister in Georgia? I did. And it was absolutely lovely. I got to see her, and it was just, you know, it made the whole trip was great anyway, but even just getting to see my sister was enough to just, you know, it was really great. Bard the Jack is dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you very much, Bard the Jack. Appreciate you. Bard the Jack is gifting to Bailey, Real Kimmy, Gabe DeBay, Robert DeTrebor, and then Simposter, or C Imposter maybe. Bard the Jack, thank you so much. Welcome to all the newbies. Thank you so very much. Also, real quick before I continue on, for those of you that follow me on TikTok, thank you so much for doing that. TikTok's notification system is a little bit weird, so for some folks out there, you may think you are supporting me by running down and liking every video I've ever done. I'm sure the intent is great. Unfortunately, it just spams and blocks out every other notification I could possibly have, and then I don't get to see any of the stuff that's slightly important. So just giving one little notification here, because usually I block folks that do that, because that's called spam liking, but I've noticed some names that match up with people in stream chat, so I'm just like, man, I don't want to block people. So I'm just shouting that out right now as one final little disclaimer before I'm just like, I can't. Anyway, all right, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Before I continue reading sub bombs, of which there are so many, thank you. Tonight's plan is as follows. We're gonna finish up Slay the Princess, and it's gonna be a grand old time. If you haven't seen the beginning of it, it's a really great, really poignant, really bizarre, but awesome, spooky indie game. We've only got 1 chapter left, and then I'm moving on to Silent Hill 2, one of the most notoriously scary games of all time, and I've never played it. And they just did the remake, so I just downloaded that, and I'm excited, but it's actually probably legitimately going to be scary for me, which is great. Bard the Jack, thank you for the sub bombs. We got Melisween dropping 10 flipping gift subs. Thank you very much, Melisween. Melisween is gifting to Platinum Soul, Circuit, TTV, Tofu, Matori, Skunks and Roses, Sootmoth, Sacred Snow, Freeblade 97. How's the volume for y'all? It's a little loud for me, but I just had to turn it down. Camping Tree, Green Bay Joe, and then Ritzil. Thank you very much, Melisween. Appreciate you. Several much. It's a little loud. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down. Whoop, there we go. Tad loud. Yeah, you gotta have that drum and bass for greeting people. It's gotta be crazy. Thank you very much, Melisween. We got Callie Co dropping 10 flipping gift subs. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Callie Co gifting 2 Tales Archived. Cal C with a bunch of numbers. Purple Cow 12, Fiddled Funhole, Astro Bear, Purple Brook, Feral Airwave, and 28. Valbeck, and then less than 3 is me. Thank you very much, Calico. I appreciate you. I don't know if I've seen that name with sub bombs before, so thank you. That's very, very nice of you. Appreciate it a lot. Michelle Freaky Miller's dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Is it really green? Is it actually green, or is it just what the green screen's looking like? I don't know. Everyone's saying, whoa, green hair, and I sure didn't mean for it to be green. It's supposed to be kind of silvery, but if it's green, oh well, I'll get it fixed. Michelle Freaky Miller dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you very much, Michelle. Gifting 2. Tasha Foriel, Bunchman 516, Virtual Cult, Alder 5000, and then Prinny Toka. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate you. Looks like a gray, blue, green color on character. I mean, the blue gray makes sense, but the green is not as much. Oh, you think it's the green screen? Oh, I can adjust the green screen. That would make sense. Silvery Stream says, looks silvery to me. Y'all, that's from Silvery Streams. I think Silvery Streams would know what silver looks like. No, thank you. Even if it's green, whatever. Twatha dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you. I haven't seen humans with this hair yet. Anyway, Twatha, thank you very much for dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Gifting 2 Fair Smiles, PX Fish, Rotor Bones, Communal Piss Rug, and then KW98. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Chloe's Boba Mochi. This is so many sub bombs, y'all. Thank you so much. For anyone who is a subscriber, new or otherwise, you do have access to the Discord. You have access to the emotes, but mostly just thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate it. Very kind of you. Chloe's Boba Mochi is gifting 2 Enter the Base. One Lucky Fella, Hero Hugh, Hurt Froggy, Justin and Empty Set, Chrono Drago 1, Diego Guerra, Lady Z, Vice Steer, and then Spark is here. Welcome in, newbies. Welcome back to so many of you. Thank you. We got Cuddle Bunnies catching one for the first time live. What's up, Cuddle Bunny? Welcome on in. We've been waiting for you. And also, I'll talk about DreamHack for a minute. It was a great time. Weirdly, someone from my high school showed up. They were like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. And I was like, I do. That's crazy. Because, you know, I'm from Georgia. So anyway, Katya Rose dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you very much, Katya Rose. Gifting 2 LVC3 LVC, J Bucky, Mimer Dawn, GCC Damon, and then Nessie Sierra. Thank you very, very much. Hey, what's up, Kenny Guy? Hope you're doing well in the old Florida. That's also for anybody in Florida. I hope you're staying safe. For anybody who evacuated, even though the storm didn't get as crazy as was anticipated, that doesn't mean you shouldn't have evacuated. I commend anybody who did the best they could to, you know, stay safe. I know not everybody has the luxury of doing that, but just, my goodness, stay safe. Don't mess with weather. Dana Blade dropping 12 flippin' gift subs. Thank you very much. That's 6 times 2. And for this community, that's pretty cool. Thank you so much for gifting to Acid Trip, Hoax Fox, C. Nicosia, 1989 Drywall, Marky, Skirtiak, Magic Munchlax, Savvy Rose, Awad himself, Hydra Lord, OT5K Lover, and then Jane Doe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. My goodness gracious, y'all. There's more stuff rolling in, and I'll read it out in a minute, but thank you so much for joining tonight. I really appreciate you. Crazy hype train tonight. Thank you so much. And we're at 166K followers, not subscribers, followers, which is rad as well. So thanks for being here, y'all. If you're new here, usually I'll either play chill, fun indie games or something like a Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, or Baldur's Gate, something sort of like fantasy, but difficult. But other times I just play kind of what I want. And tonight is Spooky Thursdays, and I'm very excited to continue. So yeah, it's been a long time coming. I actually got back, I changed my flight so I could get back early enough Tuesday to hopefully stream, but once I got back and settled in, I was like, I don't think I can authentically be myself for a few hours on camera. I was just... Haley Bones, thank you for the compliment about Delicious in Dungeon. I appreciate you. Love being Lyos. So yeah, excited for... They did announce season 2, so excited for that. Alrighty. Let's see here. Thank you again so much, y'all. And then looks like the last sub bomb rolling in is Nina Paperclip dropping 5. Thank you very much, Nina Paperclip. Gifting to Sirena, Caitlin Bob, Audrey Polito, El Spartan, and then a cat with 3 legs. Thank you very much. Appreciate you a lot, Nina Paperclip. Thank you for the sub bombs, everybody. You generous mother geese. Again, you don't have to do those things. It's very nice that you have. I always say thank you, but if you're in just regular old chat, I'll talk to you too. You feeling rested now though? Sleepy little rider, kind of. I mean, more than Tuesday. Yeah, I'm a little jet lagged still, and I've just been a sleepy guy since having COVID over the summer anyway. But better. I'm here. It's great. It's gonna be fun. Alrighty. Let's see here. Did the music stop? Or is this just the quietest song of all time? It's the quietest song of all time. We're good. Alright. Let's see here. So happy to have the streams on YouTube now. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, the Crafty Tarvith. Yes, we have Wayward Jaybird to thank for that. One of our dear mods, who very much helps getting all the past streams uploaded to YouTube, which is very helpful. So if you feel like watching any of the VODs, they are there. Shout out Wayward Jaybird. All right. I appreciate you masking at cons, not seeing so many masks, says Fluffy Cloud. Yeah, you know what? I tried once not masking as much as I generally would have, and that's when I got COVID over the summer. So now I mask more at cons even more. You know, I'm not going to tell anybody else to, but for me, it's the best possible choice, and I try to stay safe. I need to embark on the VOD journey. Sleepy Little Rider, there's so many. I love the VOD channel. Thank you very much, Charlie Bit Your Finger. Appreciate you. Ooh, Iris Anubis, you just finished watching most of Slay the Princess, and you're excited to see how it ends. I'm excited, too. It's a really cool game. For anyone, again, who hasn't seen before, we'll get you caught up. I think we've got about... Oh, pause the Zelda sponsor command. You are so correct. Thank you. We'll get you caught up on the whole situation. It's a very bizarre existential game in the first place, so, you know, it's possible you won't get it anyway, but that's okay. Masking as in TISM or COVID? That's a fair question. COVID masks. TISM mask, that's up. Alrighty. So, let's get ready to hop into the game. Yeah, but DreamHack was great. I played D&D on stage a few times. I played with the people at Lynn Vander and Six Sides of Gaming. They brought me out to a lot of cons before, like Gen Con, to play D&D on stage. One of the games was with a couple cast members from Apex Legends, and that was really cool. It was just a great time. Got to meet a fair amount of people. It was a very like intense con because it was more focused on like gamers. Like directly next to me was like the Call of Duty playoff stage. And you would just hear like, oh my God, and he's done it. Yeah. Oh, and he's got a clutch to the left. And it was a lot to like focus on while people were in front of me and I'm trying to like talk to them and, you know, whatever. And so people would more or less just walk by and be like, oh crap. And, you know, just come say hi and maybe get something signed as opposed to like, you know, lining up and saying, hey. So in that way, it was a little trickier because when I'm saying hi to people throughout the whole day, it's great because my energy doesn't change. And I'm like, oh, I'm meeting so many people. This is so lovely, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, 8 hours is gone. And then you're done. As opposed to like meeting someone and then, oh, I guess I'm sitting here. It's been another 5 minutes. No, another person, you know, so that part was tricky. But it was wonderful to see my sister. My best childhood friend was waiting for me at my gate because he works at the airport. And that was really special and it was a beautiful surprise. I definitely teared up. Yeah, and I got to spend some time with some very important people in my life. So that was very, very sweet. Yeah. It was very nice. I actually got a photo. I'll post it in the Discord. He had given me permission to post stuff, and I was like, oh yeah. 1 second. Wait, let me do a little post. Let me do a little post in the Discord. How are y'all doing, by the way? How's everything? Tell me, how is everything? Everybody please list how everything in the world is going. Actually. Yes, my friend Joey, Madame Trash Heap, that is correct. He pops into streams every now and then, as you well know. It was very cute, though. It was a very cute moment. Let's see here. There's pictures of us. I hover-handed him on purpose. All right, yeah, I'll post that in the Discord. Here I go. It's in general chat 1. Boom. All right. Anyway, great to see you. Let's see. Everything in the world. Me reading a good book. The Body Keeps the Score. I've heard that book, Mermaid. I brought it up to a friend of mine who is a therapist, and I've heard really good things. And my therapist friend had some issues with it, like, well, the author thinks this, and blah 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 blah. So, interesting. I didn't end up reading it right away, but I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. Hey, we've also got Camille Kaze gifting a sub to Extra Good Username. Thank you very much for doing that. Rye the Bread gifting a sub to Ty Glorious. Thank you for that. Lizette Reed dropping 10 flipping gift subs. Let's go. Thank you very much, Lizette Reed. Gifting to T Holding, Joey with a bunch of numbers, Cult of the Party God, Lorena 00, Miel Bear, Maybe, Tammy, Dakota Reeds, Lizzie P, Mango West, and then Serena Nocturne. Hey, thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it. And then finally, Demo Nacho dropping 3 flippin' gift subs. Thank you, Demo Nacho. Gifting to Grace and Plants, Blue Dead Redemption 2. God, you picked blue version? I knew I should have gone with blue version. And then Distressed Core. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I should change the green screen situation real quick, like y'all said. Give me 1 second to see what that looks like. Filters, edit filters. That's not good. That part doesn't do it. Okay, that's exactly where it was before. Oh, now I'm gone. Well. Well, maybe my hair just looks a little green, and that's okay. Oh, wait, nope, there we go. I gotta do color spill reduction. That's the oh, that's too much. I think that helped. I think that helped. Yes, turn up the brightness. There we go. Why was my brightness down in the first place? Not supposed to be down. Not supposed to be down to clown. No, there we go. This is my actual paleness, you guys. Now you get it. Now you see. Alrighty, there we go. This feels more, well, not quite that bright, actually. That is maybe, oh, that's the gamma. Gamma got turned up. The grandma got turned up. Can't turn up the grandma. There we go. That feels more appropriately me. Done. Is there a story behind the pigeon, says Shaza? Not really. It's a meme I always thought was funny, and I needed a background. I was like, oh, but that meme I think is funny, and then there we go. Okay, now I'm too shiny. Sorry. I'm gonna fix this. It's gonna be so quick. Everyone's gonna be like, wow, what a quickness you chose to fix this with. How incredible. Right now. Down to the. Okay, there we go. Now there's barely any settings that are adjusting. Now any paleness is just me. There we go. Now it's just gray and not green. Done. Very less green. Okay, there we go. That's good. All right, y'all. Thank you again for everything. 100 bits from Michelle Freaky Miller. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the game because I've been stalling for a minute. But I will read out tips as we go. With a story-based game like this, I'll read them out sort of in between chapter stuff. Slay the Princess, again, if you haven't seen it before, we'll get you all caught up. It'll be a grand old time. All right, let's go. Before I hop into the game, real quick, we have an in-stream tradition that I like to do. For anybody who is new here, we got a little something called the Question of the Day. It's the thing that gets people going, gets all hyped up, ready for the stream. And the question of the day today is... who do we have in the chat today? We got Mochi Flower, Bar the Jack, Bob Dylan. We got Leah Bug. What's up to Audrey Raven? We got the Quiet Queer, Shibuki Alarm Pants, Elias. We got Barf Baby, the Coastal Panda, Yoshi, are you okay? Orphan of Gwen. We got Panda Marie, Julia Grace, Midwest Dino. We got Grilled Cheese Panic, Savvy Rose, Tuatha. We got Camille Kaze. We got Penguin Utopia, Anais 00. We got Nakoko. We got Nina Paperclip, Miel Bear, Bar the Jack, Demo Nacho, the Mold Dakota. We got a Watt themselves, Jay Newcomb, Katie with a bunch of numbers, Maid. We got Madame Trash Heap, Shadow Fang. We got Cosmic Hannah, Julia Grace, Lady HRE. We got Wow, it's Elizabeth, a Soulless Ranga, Amiana KC, Rachel the Llamacorn, 2Cut3 4U. We got Mio Maya Raya. We got Stay Frosty Nina, Itzy's Code, Sal with a bunch of numbers. We got Irritated Nick Lyles, Fan 420. We got Blue Romeo. We got Kuteno, Geode. We got Joe the Raven. We got Julia Grace, Rogue X Rated. We got Nix the Fallen, Lucy Starkid, Ride the Bread, Danny Saxbonk, Sleepy Little Rider. We got Chloe's Boba Mochi. We got the Immortal Dakota, the Moon's Rage. We got Shay Sexual, Your Homie Naomi. We got the second place legend, Helena Mortema, Ace Darling 2. Men it accounts. That's right. We have too many people here for science to count. Science doesn't even have that many numbers, but I'll tell you what, if I didn't say howdy right off the bat, I'm sure I'll see you at some point during the stream. So hang out and lurk, hang out and chat, hang out and use me as the background noise for that thing that you promised you'd get done today. All that I ask is that you please peep those incredibly basic chat rules, such as be respectful, don't spoil the game, don't spam, because our mods are here. Shout out mods. Our mods are here. They work very hard. They don't have to be here and they choose to be here. So let's not make the jobs particularly more difficult. Thank you. That was as fast as I could go. Because we're doing drum and bass today. And I skipped my second dose of ADHD meds for the day, so that's just all natural. All right, so I'm gonna get you all caught up on Slay the Princess. 100 bits from Lizzie P. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Lizzie P is asking, when I did the Another Crab's Treasure stream, I sang a song that says, 558 crabs, or whatever the song is. Are you also obsessed with Epic? I only know that part from like it being a popular TikTok sound, but I'm sure if I listened to it more, I would be. It's very much up my alley. All right, let's do the game. For anyone who's wondering, this is from an injured hand, not for being a pro Epic Elite gamer. Okay. Okay, getting this loaded up. We're gonna hop on in. If you played Crab Souls, Courtney Makes Things, that's what I was talking about. Another Crab's Treasure. Yeah, I didn't finish it, but I played it, and I enjoyed it. Alrighty. PC gameplay should be able to load up now. Boop. Content warning. Middle monitor. Oh, PC gameplay. Hello? There we go. There it is. That's the spice. Boom. I need to change where my lights are pointing. That's the problem. There we go. All right. So, would one of the mods mind changing the game to Slay the Princess, please? So, this is the game of Slay the Princess. It is a, well, there we go. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. It is the story of Slay the Princess. It is immediately a twist on a fairy tale style, like go to the castle and save the princess, because it is Slay the Princess. Basically, you're plopped into the middle of the woods and you're told, slay the princess. And you have the option to answer one of many different ways. It's not like the yes, no, maybe kind of endings that you usually get. There's maybe a dozen answers of just like, well, hold on, you know, I need more information. Or like, yes, down with the monarchy. I want to establish this thing. Or like, whoa, you know, couldn't we just keep the princess imprisoned? Or like, you know, give me more things. Or you could just say nothing. It's fascinating. So basically what has happened so far, spoilers, because this is the last bit of it, is that every time you start to make some choices, it kind of influences what kind of princess you're going to get. We've gotten a princess that was like very demure and sweet. We've gotten one that has turned into a literal nightmare as we're trapped in like dark caverns, like running away. We've gotten one that has turned into like a goddess warrior. It's just so many cool different things. And so we are basically being told after every time you do a chapter, you're talking to this like weird, otherworldly like dream beast that's like, yes, go bring me more like princess stories, go do more of these things. And we were basically just told, you've only got one more set of like choices to make, and then we're gonna get the end. So I don't know how to fully explain it to you. It's a bizarre one, but in a very good way. Grab my controller, which is important for the game. You've got to have a controller for the game. Give me 1 minute to put my controller in the game. Hello. I can prep everything possible for the stream and still forget one thing. Huh? That's how I do it. It is an existential game that's a little bit more horror based. So just giving you that as a little bit of a heads up, a little bit of a forewarning situation. There are some spooky elements. There are some disturbing elements. Nothing too crazy, in my opinion, but, you know, that's, of course, subjective. Where's the gosh dang thing that I used to connect my controller? I have every type of connection here except the one I need. There's the one I need. That's the spice. Sorry. We've also got some new subscribers here. Everybody please give a Clever Coop welcome to Haley Bones, the Blue-Eyed Captain, gifted by Michelle Freaky Miller. Thank you so much. Spicy Goth, Boxel Time, Calico, and then Baze the Bird, as well as to Monocled Wombat, Mayo Ampella, and then Theodute. All right. So I do know that for myself, I've got to scoot my... Didn't I have to scoot some stuff for myself? Oh, I had to scoot, No, I think I'm actually good now. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna load the game here. I've got my controller and we're golden. All right. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. So these are all the options I talked about. We have one more round, supposedly, of these. And in this, you have us, the player, and then there's the narrator, and then there's the hero we're controlling. But there's the hero in game, and then there's us as a player. So we're different, which is weird, but it's a thing. All right, let's think about this. Oh yeah, the Tip Top Tipper banner. Thank you. That should be a thing. Nope. No. Stream labels. Y'all need to move over here. There we go. Yeah, we'll put it right here. Yeah, that makes the most sense, I think. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you. Let's do it. Okay. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Will I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Vive la revolution. Or silently continue to the cabin. I want to be like, let's see. I mean, we've gotten all these aspects before. We've been kind of ruthless in battling. We've been a goody two-shoes. What if we're like opportunistic and we want money? Let's see. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job? It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right? No, I'm not gonna do it, though. Forget it, I'm not gonna do this. Are you serious? No, you have to do it. Look, maybe I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies, and the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up to the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. Oh, see, the voice of the hero. So this is different than us. We are not the hero. We are controlling them, but there's also us, the player. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Proceed into the cabin. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. I'm gonna walk into the basement. I feel like if this is our final round, this is sort of how I began the game, just being like, no, I'm not gonna fight her. No, I'm not gonna do this stuff. No, we're gonna be fine. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Hello, princess. I think I'm actually like being in your cabin now. Her voice softly carries up the stairs. Hello? Is someone there? It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. Hi, or just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you, and it's a lie. I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. I want to be business as usual. Yeah, I'm just checking in. You good? You still trapped? You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me. Okay, so the very first time we played, she looked very sweet like this. And even up to now, the choices that you make, she could be looking completely different. So you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here. Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? I'll see what I can do. You're making this more difficult. Thank you. Thank you. You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart. I'm guessing you don't have the key. Maybe it's somewhere upstairs? Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key and her chains somewhere in the cabin. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to try to break you free. Okay, I'll be here. Good luck. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? I'm just gonna, try the door. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. And return to the bottom of the stairs. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in. I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? This is shockingly similar to our first playthrough, but I know they make it so that you can't do the same thing twice. So I'm curious what this is going to be. There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice. If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together. Okay, that had happened before. Are we doing a White Knight playthrough? Nomad KX, we did that the first chapter we played, and this is supposedly our final one. But it's so similar to the first, I don't know what the difference is. This is, crazy. She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure. Sure. I've never known that for British accent, and I'm not doing it right anyway, so whatever. How it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Last time we had the knife, we used it to save the princess. Maybe I'll try to slay the princess with this, I guess. Okay, yep, that goes right in, and I didn't know it would. Wow, okay. Without hesitation, you bring the blade back down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. And as you can see, we are not quite human. We are some kind of bird-man, beast-man fellow. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time? The princess pushes you away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator. You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me. I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she barely is even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. Not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, and your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Slay the princess. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around. Last time I chose to finish the job, what if I give up? I don't think I gave up last time. I think that's different. I'll give up. Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it as far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. This feels new. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world. After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend. Oh, that's so sad! Oh, no! You were just another monster, weren't you? This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die. So this happens every time. Oh, the beast! Nice! But who could ever love a beast? So there's always a chapter 1 where you're playing the sort of same prompt, and then chapter 2 is the result of that. So this should theoretically be our final chapter. Real quick, I've missed some tips. One was from a few days ago, from Riven Rosewar for 30 flippin' bucks. Thank you so much. That's incredibly nice. That was from a week ago, and they said they were doing it to send me cake, which is very, very sweet. Happy birthday to your youngin'. Geology Sheep is also dropping 25 flippin' bucks. Life has been a little bit tough since they've moved away, and I'm sorry to hear that, Geology Sheep. Thank you for the extremely generous tip. You're very, very sweet, and I hope we get to see you in chat again soon. Even though you're in a very different time zone and things have been tough, we'll be here. We'll be here. Take care of life stuff first, always. Thank you again very much. And then the first one of somebody who is currently in stream now today, currently, Bard the Jack dropping 666 bucks and 66 cents. Spooky. Thank you very much, Bard the Jack, saying, ahoy, I hope you had a great time at your convention. Speaking of conventions, when you're in London, I have food recommendations for you. Eccles Cakes. Okay, well, that's perfect. Riven Rosewar just tipped with the intent of giving for cake, so that's very nice. Thank you. These delectable sweet treats are filled with rich, dried fruits encased in buttery, flaky pastry. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I would go for that. Thank you. Dried fruits and cake get a bad rap, but I think it's because we just have bad dried fruits and cake. I feel like that could be delicious, and I, personally, I'm here for it. So thank you, Bard the Jack. I'm very excited for London. I very much am. Yeah, never been to the UK, and I'm pretty freaking stoked, actually, if I'm being honest. Let's see here. Okay, cool. And then Jepperhead, being an extremely generous Mother Goose with no message attached. Thank you so much, Jepperhead, dropping $166.69. Nice. Thank you so flippin' much. I greatly appreciate that. That's insane and wild and bonkers, and I appreciate you. That's Jebberhead, thank you. I never know what to say because there's no message attached, and that's okay, but just thank you for the generosity. You don't have to do that, and it's very nice that you did, so thank you. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. I'll definitely use that on the trip, and I'll buy myself one England. All right. I'm going to continue reading on in a minute here, but we're going to continue on in chapter 2 of the game. Thank you again, Jebberhead. That's really bonkers nice. Thank you. And you are the tip-top tipper up there. Seriously, thank you. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Okay, no. Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Again, if you're new, the narrator doesn't seem to have memory between these two timelines. The voice of the hero always does, we the player do, and then there's always another voice that I think is based off of the hero from last time. So this might be the voice of the beast, or the voice of the hunter, or the voice of the coward, or something like that. The voice of the hunted. Oh, okay, well, we're close. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess. Turn around and leave. You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray. Fine, proceed to the cabin. Fine. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom, or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie is a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe. Okay, the voice of the hunted. They're like a grizzled old survivor. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. I'm going to explore the mirror. There's always a mirror in Chapter 2, and it hasn't paid off at all yet, but I think maybe if we explore it every time. And the narrator cannot see the mirrors. That's interesting. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Maybe much like he hasn't seen what's already happened. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste your time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done? Approach the mirror. You walk up to the mirror next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. Wipe the mirror clean. Every time we reach up, it's a grizzled, spooky hand, and we end up touching wall. I'm so curious what that ends up being. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. I'm going to grab the blade this time. You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to save the princess and slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Reach out and touch wall, wall, wall. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of your old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down there in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs. I can smell you. I don't know. Can't really growl tonight. She sounds almost feral. Impatient. Or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. Ah, the thing that Boba Fett fell into. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants surrounding you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The voice of the hunted. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You only see a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. Doesn't matter who she is. It only matters what she does. As shining eyes appear between the leaves. Ooh, that's spooky. I did not see that, and that's actually very spooky. Okay. Staring hungrily from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. It's so much more than you, and a little... Oh, I'm so much more than you, and a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now! Okay, we're gonna call her bluff. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through it. Yeah, she's not gonna attack you if you call her out. There's a shift in the humid air. Okay! Sorry, you didn't expect an animation. There's a shift in the humid air and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it? Cut her out! Cut her out! Unfortunately for you, no, this isn't it. Oh, that's crazy. Dude, I've always wanted to be in a tummy of a dragon beast. The beast is upon me, says Zanny Zanny. Yes, good reference. You are in a dark and caustic place. The thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip, your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space, not that the humid, finite air grants you much more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there.
It screamed at me.
The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move. Her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, and there is no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away. Yeah, that's the real tummy water, and I've always said that.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal, and with a pop she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains, she's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Can she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for something, for you to understand what the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her. Before we are her. Survive. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've seen Attack on Titan. Or we could use it to make quick work of ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do. Can you talk to the cabin? The cabin has always been a major factor in this that I haven't fully understood. Can you talk to the cabin? Dig with a steel claw. Fine, you can leave. You can leave. Just let me go. Screw you. Slay yourself. Ugh, I have my steel claw. I could use that to hurt you. Can you talk to the cabin?
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Oh, cool. could have asked me before swallowing me alive.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burned skin to slough from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. You are drowning in death. There's no more space for words. Okay, so I'm between I just want freedom. Just because I want freedom doesn't mean I want to give you yours, or you need me to want to free you, don't you? You can't force me to let you out of here.
Every creature craves freedom. You will too, before you die.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burned skin to slough from raw muscle. We've already heard that.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. Okay, so we've cycled through this. You know what? This is a messed up world. Say we let her leave. I don't know. Just because I want freedom doesn't mean I want to give you yours.
So you do want freedom.
The click of what you presume to be a door man! Ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh. But we didn't. Apparently that was all it took. Wow.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel you take another massive step, then another, and then it's gone quiet, hasn't it? Ooh, okay, we're finally in that dream world again. This is going to be the end of the game, I think. Hey, Lady HRE gifting us up to Katie3002. Thank you, Lady HRE. A very spicy welcome to you, Katie3002. Also a very spicy welcome to Navelins, Onyx, Everin, and then Cows Mooing and such. Also, Comatose Rat gifted by Michelle Freaky Miller. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing that. All right, let me adjust this real quick.
You can feel churning the forms around you, and then a wet tunnel before you are ejected to a place that is nowhere at all. I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
That's horrifying. This is more horrifying than like the nightmare version of her that we saw. This is way worse.
This place is cold. But before you can say anything to her, she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? And now we're talking to the voice of the hero. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. You've been here before and you always get scared. It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. The thing reeks of death. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. Okay. Okay, if you say so, I'll trust you. I'd like to be somewhere nice. Approach the mirror. And they're gone.
You approach the mirror.
Gaze into your reflection.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
Are you me? I think you know what I am. Thought so, man. That's crazy. But why?
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass.
So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. Yes, I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you damned to extinction to fall this far. Ooh. If you're not me, then what are you? Oh, we're not them. Okay, well then now I didn't call it. Oh, Chloe's Boba Mochi, thank you for the sub bomb. I will read it out in a minute. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. Others like you? You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? Of course. That is by both necessity and design. Oh, I didn't even notice the eyes. What on earth? Wait, is it... Okay, so either, if this is a spider, then it's either like the threads of fate that are being woven as like the tapestry of a story, or literally Anansi the spider? The African folklore tale? This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, excuse me, it would start and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you will be awake soon, and it won't be able to work like that anymore. Do you have anything to say for yourself, for all of this hubris? I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that. After everything you've done to us, you think anyone deserves to live? Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you. Oh my god, there's so many questions here. And what is my true identity? You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. What? Sorry, what? The Long Quiet is the name of the place that we explore after every story, and we're like in this void. So we are that void, which is a god that was made by a spider. Okay, I didn't call this, and I don't think anybody did, and if they did... How am I supposed to rid the world of death? By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life. Forever. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. You haven't. You flirted with dying. Thanos! You've played pretend, but your consciousness is an unbroken stream. Ooh, very little left. And how do you know everybody else doesn't also experience death the way I do? They obviously don't. You experience death the way you do by design and your unique nature. I think you're wrong. I don't think dying's bad at all, and you're just making all this up as you go. If you really want to waste valuable time telling me that I'm wrong, then when we both know I'm not, then that's your prerogative. Death of the author, run out of questions. What? So we are the author? No, they're the author. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece and my time is up. Oh, so we have like one last little chapter here where we get to decide whether we're going to end death forever? It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity.
The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. Nascent. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you.
Proceed to the cabin one last time. That's wild. So there is one more chapter.
When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
This is beautiful. What? This is beautiful. I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. You know about the echo. Did you hear our conversation? Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. I'm the Long Quiet. But I don't really know what that means. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mount, a pale imitation of what I actually am. What happens now? Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Will you open the final doors to our liberation? So many stories left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Or don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what's the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? That's a fair one. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know where to leave, how to leave. Interesting. Okay. Now, I will say that, like, if I'm thinking existentially here, if there was never any death in the first place, then infinite life is fine because you don't really know what you're missing. But in a world where there has been life and death, and then we get rid of death, that feels all cattywampus. It's like the damage is done already. If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. You cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
You are devoured. Oh.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring.
But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion. I bet we're gonna play through every ending we got. So that was the beast, and we're gonna do it in reverse order. But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There is a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. It is our relationships that give us form and substance. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects us from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known.
But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that you feared nothing.
Into the unknown!
Continue to appeal to your humanity. This has always been just about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again, but we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness and love in conflict.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and pride of 100 conquests, all of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end.
Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders,
There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality.
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. There is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation.
Only with both of us there, a future to look towards. Thus is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
We're not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
Your lover strikes a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Oh, I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go.
But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you forever and ever and ever, consumed by true belief there was nothing that could hold us back.
This doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I am offering you ascension to mine?
It's so peaceful here. Beautiful, eternal, and ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that exists. Everything that is exists only in retaliation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you. I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself. I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. Ooh, can we stay with them forever battling back and forth as two warring gods leading balance into the world? You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Yeah, I'm not gonna let them free and I'm not gonna kill them. Because here's the thing, I don't think our character is wrong. I don't think it's wrong to think that, you know, all of the suffering in life isn't 100% what is necessary in order for life to have meaning. But I also don't think taking away all death is like the way to do that. So I'm gonna look for this other thing.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying. Oh, is this gonna be the Kingdom Hearts moment where it's like, sorry, I'm late, and then you hear voice of the hero like, on your left. Okay, voice of the hero. Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. Which hero are you? No, I thought you died when I looked in the mirror. I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. We can worry about that later. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It is time to resume our attempts.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? I can do this out here on my own. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm ready. Or no. Oh, man. What am I? Oh, man. They're kind of making me. Ooh. Ooh. Say nothing. I'm going to take that as a yes. Here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there jumbled up in the rest of her. Whoa, look outside the window. That's crazy. Is the narrator really gone? Yeah. It's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he? If that offer still stands, could you describe this cabin to me? For old time's sake? Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table, a knife, and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror either. I think you broke it. I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade. Take the blade. It's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. Into the basement. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? I don't know what you want for us. She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out. I want to sit with her. I don't want to end death. That's not how things are set up otherwise. There's too many questions I have. There's a lot of godhood right here. Are you the same as you are out there? Or what are we going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. I don't think there's a way out, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth. Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want? What would resetting it do? And would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there?
If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? Ooh. Maybe we have done all this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever. How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything? None of that will happen, because you will still be you, and I'll still be me.
I feel like this is, at the core, what the princess is.
Would resetting it do anything to help them? If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right? I don't want to forget you. I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose right now between me and everyone else.
I mean, that is literally what I pitched. I'm like, I was like, what if we're two warring gods of balance, life and dark, death and rebirth? Like, I'm kind of feeling like that's, given the circumstances of how things have already been made, that's how I would do it.
Okay. If this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze. I love you. Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
Oh, this is so good. That's a wild ending. Two warring gods who are always at love. And it is a love story, like they said. It's a story of love that happens time and time again for eternity. They're always finding themselves in love, even though they're destined to kill each other. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods. At the end of that path is a cabin.
I'm gonna save.
Wow.
Oh, the unlocked achievement was, and at the end of the path there's a cabin. I just got chills. What a masterpiece. What a flippin' masterpiece. Wow, what a good game. Kinda was expecting a break the wheel kind of ending, says Demo Nacho. Yeah, you know, the reason I didn't want to break the wheel when I normally would in a game like this, like break that cycle, is I feel like we were given a false dichotomy. And when given a false dichotomy between two choices, that's not really a choice at all, and I hate that. It's sort of like finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. Wow. So there was a good ending. Okay.
Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. The Princess, the World Ender. It was always that easy. The Shifting Mound Movement, I 1. Oblivion, Supplication. Shifting Mound Movement 2, The Song We Write in Our Blood. The Shifting Mound Movement 3, I Want to Watch It Happen. The Shifting Mound Movement 4, I Am So Much More Than You. The Long Quiet. Shifting Mound Movement 5, Transformation, The End of Everything, The Beginning of Something New.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. Wow. So it's our song because it's the track list in order that you did the endings. That's wild. Woo! 10 out of 10. Perfect. Beautiful game. What an amazing, amazing thing. But yeah, so it's a false dichotomy, right? So you don't really have a choice. They're basically saying, okay, you're the god, and if you slay this person, all death is gone. I'm like, well, you already implemented a system of life and death. And you're saying it's up to me to break it. It was basically in godhood, we had no more power than we did at the very beginning of the game when they're like, you have to go slay the princess. And if we don't do it, then we're fully at the whims of a different god. So, yeah. Join the mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else. Make your playlist, play our other game, return to main menu. 10 out of 10. Perfect game. Incredible. All right, y'all, we're going to switch to Silent Hill in just a second here. That was truly amazing. My God, thanks for joining me for that ride. It'll, of course, be up on YouTube with the other ones. I might, to the mods, I might upload this VOD twice. The first one gets cut into this, and then the second one gets cut into Silent Hill. That was wild. Thank you so much. And thank you for the sub bomb earlier. Chloe's Boba Mochi gifting 10 flippin' gift subs.